Introduction: Echoes of Empires. The Middle East, a land steeped in history, is a region synonymous with conflict. From ancient empires to modern nation-states, the quest for power and dominance has shaped its destiny. This intricate tapestry of civilizations, religions, and ideologies is woven with threads of conquest, colonialism, and enduring strife. Its history echoes with the rise and fall of empires, leaving behind a legacy of unresolved disputes and simmering tensions. Understanding the Middle East's turbulent present necessitates delving into its past, tracing the roots of its conflicts back to the empires that once held sway. The very air of the Middle East is thick with the whispers of past glories and bitter defeats. The remnants of empires, from the Byzantine to the Ottoman, are etched into its landscape. These echoes of empires serve as a constant reminder of the region's enduring struggle for power and influence. The rise and fall of these empires have left an indelible mark on the Middle East's political and social fabric. The intricate interplay of historical forces has created a complex geopolitical landscape where the ghosts of empires continue to haunt the present. The Ottoman era: seeds of discord. For centuries, the Ottoman Empire stood as the dominant power in the Middle East. Its vast realm, stretching from North Africa to the Caucasus, encompassed a mosaic of cultures, religions, and ethnicities. The Ottoman system of governance, based on a complex interplay of religious and secular authority, maintained a delicate balance within its diverse domains. However, the seeds of discord were sown within this intricate web of power. The Ottoman Empire's decline, marked by internal strife and external pressures, led to a gradual weakening of its control over its vast territories. This decline coincided with the rise of European powers eager to exploit the empire's vulnerabilities and expand their own spheres of influence. The British Raj shaping the chessboard. The British Empire's strategic interests in the Middle East were multifaceted. The Suez Canal, a vital waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, became a focal point of British attention. Control over this crucial trade route was paramount for maintaining Britain's global reach and economic dominance. Protecting the Suez Canal became a cornerstone of British policy in the region. To safeguard its interests, the British government established protectorates over key territories in the Middle East. These protectorates, ostensibly aimed at providing stability and protection, effectively brought these regions under British control. The imposition of British rule, however, often came at the expense of local autonomy and self-determination. British interventions in the Middle East were not solely driven by strategic considerations. The allure of the region's vast oil reserves also played a significant role in shaping British policy. The discovery of oil in the early 20th century added a new dimension to the region's strategic importance. Control over these valuable resources became a coveted prize for the British Empire. The British Empire's actions in the Middle East, driven by a potent mix of strategic ambition and economic greed, had profound implications for the region's future. Their decisions, often made with little regard for the aspirations of the people they ruled, would sow the seeds of future conflicts and leave a legacy of resentment that continues to resonate today. Sykes-Picot, carving up the Levant. The Sykes-Picot Agreement of 1916 stands as a stark symbol of the arbitrary nature of colonial boundaries and their enduring impact on the Middle East. This secret pact between Great Britain and France, negotiated during the First World War, carved up the Ottoman territories of the Levant into spheres of influence. The agreement, named after British and French diplomats Mark Sykes and François-Georges Picot, demonstrated a blatant disregard for the region's existing ethnic and religious demographics. The Sykes-Picot Agreement's legacy is deeply intertwined with the ongoing conflicts that plague the Middle East. The arbitrary borders it imposed, often dividing communities and lumping together disparate groups, created fertile ground for future disputes. The agreement's blatant disregard for local aspirations fueled resentment towards European powers and sowed the seeds of future instability. The Sykes-Picot Agreement's impact extends far beyond the immediate post-World War I era. Its legacy continues to shape the political landscape of the Middle East, influencing the dynamics of modern conflicts and hindering efforts at lasting peace. The agreement serves as a stark reminder of the enduring consequences of colonialism and the arbitrary nature of imposed boundaries. The Sykes-Picot Agreement, a product of European imperial ambition, stands as a testament to the enduring impact of colonial decisions on the Middle East. Its legacy continues to fuel instability, hindering the region's pursuit of lasting peace and serving as a constant reminder of the arbitrary nature of imposed boundaries. Section 5. Scars of Colonialism. Echoes in the Present. The legacy of colonialism is indelibly etched into the fabric of the Middle East. The arbitrary borders drawn by European powers, the exploitation of resources, and the suppression of local aspirations have left deep scars on the region's psyche. The reverberations of these colonial injustices continue to fuel resentment and contribute to the cycle of violence that plagues the Middle East. Historians have long emphasized the profound impact of colonialism on the Middle East's trajectory. Renowned historian Albert Hourani, in his seminal work, A History of the Arab Peoples, argues that the legacy of colonialism is a heavy burden on the Arab world, shaping its political, economic, and social structures. This sentiment is echoed by Edward Said, a leading post-colonial scholar, who contends that the legacy of colonialism is a pervasive force in the Middle East, influencing its cultural identity and its relations with the West. The scars of colonialism are not merely historical artifacts. They manifest in the present-day realities of the Middle East, shaping the region's political dynamics and influencing the course of its conflicts. The arbitrary borders drawn by colonial powers, for instance, continue to fuel territorial disputes and ethnic tensions. The legacy of economic exploitation contributes to widespread poverty and inequality, creating fertile ground for instability and resentment. The echoes of colonialism reverberate through the halls of power in the Middle East, shaping the region's political discourse and influencing its foreign relations. The lingering resentment towards former colonial powers fuels anti-Western sentiment and complicates efforts at fostering cooperation and understanding. The scars of colonialism serve as a constant reminder of the injustices of the past and their enduring impact on the present. Section 6. Religion and ethnicity fueling the fire. The Middle East is a region characterized by a complex interplay of religious and ethnic identities. This intricate tapestry of faiths and ethnicities, often interwoven with historical grievances and power struggles, has become a potent source of conflict. Religious and ethnic divisions have been exploited by political actors to mobilize support, fuel animosities, and justify acts of violence. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, one of the most enduring and intractable conflicts in the Middle East, exemplifies the potent mix of religious and ethnic factors at play. The conflict, rooted in competing claims to the same land, is deeply intertwined with religious and ethnic identities. Both Israelis and Palestinians view the land as central to their historical narratives and religious beliefs, further intensifying the conflict's emotional and symbolic significance. The Lebanese Civil War, which raged from 1975 to 1990, provides another poignant example of how religious and ethnic divisions can fuel conflict. The war, rooted in a complex web of political, economic, and social factors, was exacerbated by deep-seated religious and ethnic tensions between the country's diverse communities. The conflict's brutality and enduring legacy serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in a region riven by sectarian strife. Religious and ethnic identities, while often portrayed as the primary drivers of conflict, are often manipulated and exploited by political actors to achieve their own ends. The complexities of Middle Eastern conflicts cannot be reduced to simplistic religious or ethnic binaries. Understanding the interplay of historical, political, and economic factors is crucial for comprehending the root causes of these enduring conflicts. Section 7. Modern conflicts, a legacy of strife. The Middle East's modern conflicts are inextricably linked to its turbulent history. The legacies of colonialism, the arbitrary borders imposed by external powers, and the enduring divisions along religious and ethnic lines continue to shape the region's political landscape. These historical forces, combined with contemporary geopolitical dynamics, have created a volatile mix that fuels ongoing conflicts. The Syrian Civil War, a tragic and complex conflict that erupted in 2011, exemplifies the confluence of historical and contemporary factors driving instability in the Middle East. The war, sparked by a popular uprising against the authoritarian rule of Bashar al-Assad, quickly escalated into a brutal proxy war involving regional and international powers. The conflict's multifaceted nature, encompassing political, sectarian, and geopolitical dimensions, highlights the intricate web of forces at play in the modern Middle East. The rise of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, a brutal terrorist organization that seized control of large swaths of territory in Iraq and Syria, added a new layer of complexity to the region's conflicts. ISIS, with its extremist ideology and brutal tactics, exploited the chaos and instability created by the Syrian civil war to establish its self-proclaimed caliphate. The group's rise served as a stark reminder of the enduring threat of extremism in the Middle East and the challenges of combating its destructive influence. The Middle East's modern conflicts are not isolated incidents, but rather manifestations of deep-seated historical grievances and unresolved political issues. Understanding the historical context is crucial for comprehending the complexities of these conflicts and for formulating effective solutions. The enduring legacies of colonialism, the arbitrary nature of imposed borders, and the persistence of religious and ethnic divisions continue to cast a long shadow over the region, hindering its pursuit of lasting peace and stability. Section 8. Conclusion. Untangling the knot. The Middle East, a region steeped in history and burdened by conflict, stands at a crossroads. Its enduring conflicts, rooted in a complex interplay of historical forces, continue to shape its present and cast a shadow over its future. Untangling this intricate knot of conflict requires a nuanced understanding of the region's past, a recognition of the enduring legacies of colonialism, and a willingness to address the underlying political and social issues that fuel instability. The Middle East's conflicts are not intractable, but their resolution demands a concerted effort from both within and outside the region. Fostering dialogue, promoting understanding, and addressing the root causes of conflict are essential steps towards a more peaceful and prosperous future. The international community has a crucial role to play in supporting these efforts, promoting diplomacy and working towards a just and equitable resolution of long-standing disputes. The Middle East's future hinges on its ability to transcend the divisions of the past and embrace a shared vision of peace and prosperity. This requires a commitment to dialogue, a willingness to compromise, and a recognition of the common humanity that binds all people. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards of a peaceful and prosperous Middle East are equally great. The Middle East's journey towards peace is a long and arduous one, fraught with obstacles and setbacks. Yet amidst the turmoil there is hope. The human spirit's resilience, the enduring desire for peace, and the growing recognition of the futility of conflict offer glimmers of hope for a brighter future. The path to peace requires courage, empathy, and a steadfast commitment to dialogue and understanding. It is a journey worth undertaking, for the sake of the Middle East's people and for the stability of a region that has long been a crucible of conflict.